number of refugee children as a percentage of all refugees resettling to the U.S. has increased by 24% in the past 10 years. In 2005, 13% of total refugees were children, but in 2015, 37% were. With over 250 resettlement agencies across the U.S., refugee children are more dominant today than ever before, with 1 in 5 children not being born in the United States. Schools that work with refugees usually face problems in accommodating the growing population. Schools typically problem solve by isolation, despite the existence of resources and models developed by other states for similar problems.
Great question.
At home and my friends and all of those people, and since I came in here, I never see my cousin.
How about you, Jazzy? Was there anything that you left behind?
I left my big brother and my grandma, my grandpa. I miss them. I want to go back and visit them.
Over 60,000 refugee children were resettled in the U.S. between 2011 and 2013 from many different countries. Several districts have devised special programs to give better help to these new students. The Internationals Network for Public Schools, based out of New York City, have devised a model that builds on students' existing strengths and integrates English into the curriculum. Graduation rates in these schools are far higher than the state average. Also, schools like Leap High School, located here in St. Paul, educate refugee students in smaller environments, reducing the social anxiety present in normal high schools, while providing intensive support for learning English. The school is home to a growing number of Karen students, as the civil war in Burma has displaced them from their home. St. Paul is home to the largest population of Karen in the United States. What do you think is the hardest concepts to learn?
I think for some ELL students, they didn't go to school in their home countries, or they didn't go very much. And so they can't read and write in their own language, which makes it even harder to learn English reading and writing. They don't have any reading and writing in any language, so they're learning almost like an elementary kid. But they have to do high school classes, but with elementary level writing.
Because of this, the students often distance themselves from their peers and even teachers. They fear being judged or being seen as a lesser person for having that language barrier between them. How does a student's behavior change going from your class to a non-ELL one?
If you go to my class, you see tons of talking and questions and activity and talking to the teacher. And then that same student leaves and becomes kind of invisible, and the teacher thinks they don't know any English, and the kid is very happy to say nothing, sit back in the corner, and the teacher thinks that's a really good student. But they don't think about the kid, like, they don't understand what the kid could really do because the kid is also shy to show.
In many cases, the children will be seen as not smart or having no will to learn. They can feel other students and teachers thinking about them this way, bringing their confidence and morale down, which in turn completes the vicious cycle. Many American students believe they don't want to be talked to because of this. Do you think your students want to associate themselves with non-ELL students?
Yes, they do, but they're scared because they know they don't have as much English as the other kids. In elementary school, they don't. If they have little brothers and sisters, they don't have this problem because the little kids don't think about, oh, I don't know as much as the other kid. They just go to school and play and make friends. But in high school, my students know how little English they know, and they're worried the American kids will look down on them.
So, what can you do? You can be the person who makes the first move. Introduce yourself and show that you don't care about skin color or what languages they speak, where they come from or what they believe in. Help them if they're struggling with something. Invite them to your group if they're alone. Show them that you care.